my kitchen. I'm so glad you're joining us today. I am going to do a taste test. In the last 3 weeks, we have made a sauerkraut, an orange ginger golden beet kvass, and a fiery fermented carrot slaw. We're going to taste all three today. I can't wait to get started. So first of all, back on December 14th, a friend of mine asked me if I would make her some sauerkraut and she would pay me for it. And I thought, first of all, I was flattered, but second of all, how strange somebody would want to buy something coming out of my kitchen. Anyway, here is that sauerkraut now. And it looks like the active fermentation is over. I smelled the top and guess what? It smells like sauerkraut. Now, interestingly, I had to change this airlock out 4 times because the fermentation was so powerful. But like I said, it looks like that fermentation has stopped, or that active fermentation, so now it's time to start tasting. Our next project was the Golden Ginger Turmeric Beet Kvass with orange. This is still fermenting quite actively, but I want to get it into a secondary vessel so I can keep some of that effervescence for the fizz. Now, my third project was a total experiment. I've never made anything like this. It is a fiery fermented carrot slaw. And the interesting thing is I used this pickle pipe, and I'm not sure I am pleased with the outcome. It appears I have just a little bit of calm yeast on the top, and that's the thing that I try to fight against. Once again, calm yeast is not dangerous, it's basically just annoying. Before I touch any of my ferments, I am definitely going to wash my hands. And again, I'm going to do the added step, spraying my hands with apple cider vinegar so that they are thoroughly disinfected. So let's go ahead and look at this sauerkraut. I'm going to take the lid off, and with my clean hands, I'm going to pull out the sour stone, which again is just a glass weight to help hold the ferment under the liquid or the brine. I'm going to pull out my cabbage leaves, and there's my sauerkraut. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this looks so good. That's sauerkraut. Okay, Rebecca, here's coming at you. Cheers. This is perfect. Okay, next up is the Golden Ginger Turmeric Beet Kvass with orange. We're going to strain it and then get it into its secondary vessels. I just use old store-bought bottles for this, and another bottle. I don't even know why I said that. Let's get this out and see what it looks like. So the setup here is a 2-quart pitcher and a strainer. Okay, so here we go. Here's my fermentation lock and lid, and the way I was able to keep calm yeast out of this one was with that plastic wrap. That's my secret trick. And clean hands, I'm going to go in for my sour stones and my cabbage leaf. One of my secrets is I don't just use this cabbage leaf for one fermentation. It's still got a lot of life in it, and it is infused with probiotics. So the next batch of beet kvass, which I'll be making later on, I'll use this leaf to help the fermentation process along. Here we go. There's still a lot coming out. Let's see what else we can get. Put my hand in there. Nothing really. Oh, there it is. It's almost syrupy. There we have it. Well, here it is, the orange ginger, what is it? Golden ginger turmeric beet kvass with orange. Look at that color. That's just gorgeous. So before I bottle it, I want to taste it. Now, it's still only 3 weeks old, so it's a young beet kvass as far as I'm concerned, but it should have the essence of what it's going to taste like, if not really be almost there. That almost, that gives my nose a wonderful sensation. Kind of makes my eyes cross. It's really floral, very earthy. Time to taste. That tastes like its own juice. It tastes almost like, well, it tastes like a beet juice, but it's I keep saying this, floral and fruity and all the things that you want in a good beet kvass. I gotta have some more. I had my husband taste it and he said, lots of different flavors going on in there. But I said, is it good? And he says, it's terrific. Anyway, let's get this bottled. So one of the things I didn't say is that this is already effervescent. So I'm sure in the secondary fermentation, it will get pretty fizzy. Of course, these bottles have been sanitized twice. Oh, there we go. That might be a little bit too much. I don't want this bottle to blow. There we go. Get the lid on that one. And I may just get one more out of this. I'm not sure. Might just be 2 of these. Oh no! Here we go! Right over the top. There you go. Okay, next is the fiery fermented carrot slaw. And like I said, the pickle pipe, I think it allowed some oxygen in there, or let some air in there, because there is a bit of calm yeast on top. The good thing about calm yeast is that you can just scrape it off. It rarely does anything to the flavor and it's not dangerous. So let's get this open and I'll let you look at that. Okay, here we go. If you see that white stuff there, that's calm yeast. It's super easy to remove. I just take a spoon and scoop it out. I also will use a paper towel, and I'll show you that process. I find that calm yeast is attracted to paper towel for some reason. You can tell I have a little bit of experience with this. At first it used to freak me out, but then I realized that my house tends to have calm yeast, and I did some research and I have nothing to worry about. Even if I leave a little bit in there, it's not going to make a difference, so I think we're in a better place than we were before. So I'm going to leave it at that. Barely any calm yeast in there. So I'm going to take my sour stone out and then we'll do a tasting. Okay, so I've never had a fermented slaw or fermented, I guess I've had fermented carrots in sauerkraut before, but I've never had fermented carrots on their own. So let's see. This is good. The jalapenos aren't exploding with flavor and making this super fiery, but it's on the edge of your tongue and the back of your throat that you can taste that. And these have completely transformed in flavor. I can tell it's made from carrot, but it doesn't taste like a carrot. It's sour like sauerkraut, but not with that same sharp edge. I'd eat this any day. So there we have our 3 fermented projects I've been doing over the last 3 to 4 weeks. We have our sauerkraut, we have our golden ginger turmeric beet kvass with orange. Gosh, that's a mouthful. And we have our fermented carrot slaw. Thanks for coming back to my kitchen. This has been a really successful 3 weeks. I've done 3 projects that turned out really well, and all of them are tasty. I'm especially enjoying this carrot slaw. Excuse me while I feed my face. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell. That way I can let you know when I'm coming back into your kitchen. Bye-bye!